What is rocking with you, YouTube? It's your man King Howie. Welcome back to KHTV. Shout out to all the pack addicts out there gearing up for another season with Aaron Rodgers. And what has been brewing around or being talked about or brought up is Aaron Rodgers on the decline. I mean, of course, he's 35 years old or about to turn 35 or is 35. I forget how old he is. I think he turned 35. Numerous injuries, concussion last game of the season, the fractured leg at the beginning of the season, and then missing 2 previous seasons with injuries. Some people may believe that he is on a decline. And they've been saying this since October of 2016. So we are 3 years later. Do I believe he's on a decline? Yeah, I think he's on a decline. I think at this point in time in Aaron Rodgers' career, he has to be smarter, approach the game a little different as far as the type of personnel that's going to be around him on the field, and put in a little bit more trust in guys that he normally didn't have trust in before. Knowing that this team is fairly young at the wide receiver position, Aaron's going to have to adjust his game. We've seen Peyton Manning do it. We've seen Tom Brady do it. I think some of the things that Aaron Rodgers has gotten away with as far as like escaping the pocket and calling out different type of audibles, which we don't know how that's going to work out with the new head coach. And looking for guys that he wouldn't normally have faith in to get them the ball and hope that they do their job. I think with the things that GM Brian Gutekunst has done during the free agency period and during the draft, I think he's put together a pretty good mix of players to not have Aaron Rodgers carry the load so much. You know what I'm saying? He could give a little bit to this guy, a little bit to that guy, and rely on that, but that all comes down to his ego. And I think that's one of the biggest things that is hurting Aaron Rodgers' career so far is his ego. Can he change that? Yeah, anybody can change. It's just how long, the process of the change, but when it comes to this game of football and getting older, of course, there's going to be some kind of decline. We've seen it with Peyton Manning at the end of his career. He couldn't throw the ball 15 yards down the field. You know what I'm saying? That defense had to win that Super Bowl for him. With Tom Brady, you see him, he can't throw the ball that far down the field. I mean, he threw a Hail Mary in the Super Bowl, but he threw for 500 yards in the Super Bowl. Yeah, he did, but a lot of that was screenplays, little dink and dunks, and the wide receiver Julian Edelman doing the rest. You know what I'm saying? So um, I believe Aaron Rodgers' arm is still strong enough to compete with the best of them. But as far as I just don't want to see him get no more concussions. That's the one thing that really has me concerned about Aaron Rodgers as far as, him declining. You know, he's holding on to the ball a little bit too long for my liking. I would like to see him get the ball out of his hands a little bit quicker than what he's been doing. Um, I don't think he's going to be able to get away with that. You know what I'm saying? Prolonging a play. You know what I'm saying? Dragging a play out too long. And then throwing it out of bounds when there's nothing that he can't find anything downfield. I think he's going to have to get the ball out of his hands a lot faster than what he's been doing. And I think by him trying to keep doing that, holding on to the ball, trying to make something out of nothing, I think it's going to hurt him. I think it's going to hurt Aaron Rodgers if he continues to keep playing like he's playing. He can't do that shit anymore. I don't want to see him do it. Being at that Rams game, just watching, Aaron Donald just come around the end man, get rid of the ball. Man, you're not Patrick, you don't have the legs of Patrick Mahomes, man. Those legs are gone, man. We already done seen you run out of the backfield limping trying to get a first down. I still think he has problems with that calf muscle. I really do. Hopefully his conditioning is up to par through the off season to where he's worked on injury prevention. I mean, Kobe Bryant used to do that. Kobe Bryant will always have workouts to prevent injuries. I hope Aaron Rodgers is doing that. I think Tom Brady does it too. Tom Brady practices getting hit. So that lets you know what I'm saying, where Tom Brady's mind is. You know what I mean? He knows he's going to get hit, and Aaron Rodgers has to know that too. So I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is working on that type of technique. I don't think it's in his insurance policy for him to go through that kind of workout, or that kind of training. But it'll be sad to see Aaron Rodgers get hurt this year after getting paid all this money. We gave this man $80 million. $80 million. $80 million. And that was one of my biggest concerns of going into last season, was this offensive line. And everything I kept saying about this offensive line was true. This offensive line is terrible. I just knew it was terrible. Oh no, it's the safety position. If our quarterback is not out there on the field, we gotta live with. Is Deshaun Kaiser still on the team? I don't even. Who's the backup? Oh man. Yeah, that was one of the biggest concerns for me, was the offensive line. Everybody kept talking about the safety position. I wasn't buying that. Just we didn't have problems with the safety position for the longest. Hopefully we turned that around, but Aaron Rodgers being on a decline, I think he is. He could change that around this season. I mean, the smear campaign is still on the table. Even with Madden, I don't even play Madden no more. That's crazy. I can't even remember the last time I played Madden. I think it was 2015, I think. But Aaron Rodgers don't play Madden either. They got his rating is around a 90 or something like that, which is still pretty good. You know what I'm saying? As far as a video game. But this season will have a lot to say about his health, I think. And wow, I can't believe I just thought of this. This season is going to say a lot about Aaron Rodgers' character. It's going to say a lot about his character. I think Aaron Rodgers should take on more of a leadership role. I mean, he's kind of been, behind the curtain a little bit about, his leadership, and it's been called into question. And I think that's one of the things he's going to have to change as far as like his decline is. Like, he's going to have to show more team morale, because that's where he's going to have to gain majority of his help, is the team's trust, the belief in him, so that they can perform at 100% and give their all. So, yeah, I believe he is on the decline as far as, losing a step, running. I don't think he's as fast as he used to be. He could still move, but I don't think he's as fast as he used to be. Throwing power might be a little down from the collarbone injury. I believe that hopefully this season he will be at 100%. We'll probably see his arm strength be a little stronger. But the concussions, that is my main concern. That's like my biggest concern right now with Aaron Rodgers, is the concussions. Hopefully that none of that happens this year, because he's had quite a few concussions, man. And this whole concussion settlement that's going on with the NFL right now, I think they they're trying to not get locked in a 65-year concussion settlement, which means that each team in the NFL will have to contribute $9 million of the salary cap money to a concussion settlement. Some money has been paid out so far, but the potential rise of more players, fouling a law or fouling something to get a piece of the concussion settlement will affect the long-term agreement that the NFL is trying to not be locked in right now, which means that if they want it to be shorter than 65 years, that means that more teams will have to pay more money to the settlement. So hopefully Aaron Rodgers can avoid any type of concussion this upcoming season, and hopefully the touchdowns can be, more than 25 from last year, and we inch our way somewhere in the playoffs. I don't think we'll make the playoffs this year, but we'll get into all that in due time. But y'all let me know how y'all feel, if y'all think Aaron Rodgers is on a decline. I'll probably get some negative feedback on my thoughts on him declining, but I think he is. And I wouldn't be surprised if in the next year or two, Green Bay starts drafting a quarterback somewhere within the second or third round. You'll start seeing Green Bay draft a quarterback. So that's my thoughts on Aaron Rodgers declining. At the end of the day, it's always going to be go Pack, go, and rest in peace to Bart Starr once again. I'm out.